What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, it's going to be all over the place, and I want to give you basically like a day in the life of consulting. So I've been consulting all winter, and now we're into beginning of April, and I want to take you along on this visit here because it's a 200-acre piece of property, and I think it'll be pretty cool. And we're down in Southern Virginia. We're only probably 20 minutes away from North Carolina. And usually every time I travel on long consulting trips of more than a day, I usually just get a hotel, right? Well, now I'm getting an Airbnb. So I just checked into the Airbnb. It's a pretty cool cabin. It's got wraparound porch, and we have a stream right here that's running along. And take you outside real quick, but there's my truck over there, but here's the deck. It's a wraparound porch here. Bunch of chairs set up. Really cool place, Airbnb. And really, I never used Airbnb before, but it was actually cheaper than a hotel. So we're getting ready to unpack here. It's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're gonna make some food. I brought a bunch of meats and stuff. I'm gonna cook it up on the grill by myself, and I'm gonna meet the client at 8 a.m. And first, I gotta talk to him, make sure it's okay to film and everything. But I'll try to get as much footage as I possibly can, and then explain the process each day, because it's a two-day job. And I'll explain at the end of each day what we found and what we're going to do to kind of improve that certain area. So it's a couple hundred acres. Usually about 100 acres or so per day, and that's basically what it takes that I can thoroughly look at that 100 acres in basically a day. So it's a 2-day job. We're here until today's Wednesday afternoon. I'm actually staying Friday night as well, and I'm gonna come home Saturday. So stay along on the video. Hope you enjoy this style, and there'll be bits and pieces all over the place, but stay along and comment down below if you guys have any questions throughout the video. All right, guys, we just left. Had breakfast, coffee. There's no service here, so I had to get on the Wi-Fi and punch in the client's address, and I'm following that now. But it says we'll be there at 7:58. About a half-hour drive, 28 minutes or so, and we'll head there and check in and go over all the details, and we'll start walking the property. So this is kind of what we're dealing with. We got these knobs that go out, that run fingers that go out, and it drops off on both sides. But this is going to be a food plot here, and we're working our way around the ridge and these hillsides, and laying out food plots and stands. But I need more cardio. Man, this place, I've never seen a place this steep before in my life. Yeah. Surprisingly, I'm surprised there's acorns left.
I know.
Well, we made it back home, guys. We're gonna get cleaned up and make some dinner. But some unique things about this property was, one, it was extremely hilly. Extremely. This is definitely the most steep property that I've ever consulted on. It had some fingers and some valleys and ridges, and certain areas where we were able to carve out, or the client's going to be able to carve out food plots. There's areas that's going to be burned. There's areas going to be select cut. There's areas that's going to be clear cut, and there's areas going to be cleared for food plots. In these areas, from what I've seen on these mountain properties, is that our ideal situation is there is roads that maneuver through the property. We're using these roads and then hunting off of these roads on the hillsides to where they can just, you know, use the roads as access points, hop over the edge, get right into a stand, have some, you know, travel routes into these fingers, into food plots. And what I've found is that if we can have that food up on that high part of the hill, of the road, have the food up top, we can start staggering the deer down below that. So I've done this a few times on, you know, properties, and that's just how it kind of tends to work in these hill country areas. And there's going to be these benches, you know, below our food plots, where on these benches we can create bedding areas and such, you know, TSI areas, to where we just get more sunlight. The property has no food, no woody browse regeneration. It's called closed canopy, full elm trees. It was probably clear cut years ago, or select cut. They took all, there is some oaks on the property, red oaks, black oaks. There was a few white oaks we saw, chestnut oaks, but not much. They're pretty scarce. I didn't see a single maple tree, no beech, nothing like that. But anyway, it's going to be a tough property to finish out the whole project for them. It's going to take, you know, a few years of them to get it. They have a lot of other stuff going on. There's 2 houses on the property that I guess that was left behind. They weren't finished. They were in the process of being built. They weren't finished. There's roads that they're putting in still, electric. They just got underground electric going up the mountain. Off the main highway, it's 1.4 miles up through the windy roads to get to the top, to the main house. So we're gonna get back at it again tomorrow, and I'll show you some more features and B-roll of stuff of the property. But today was tough with the hills and all that, and there's a lot that can be done on the mountain properties. Just tough. It's tough walking, tough getting around. But yeah, we did find a shed too. You know, I'll put that picture in there. We found a shed. It's the only one we found on the property, but we did jump some deer. We saw a couple turkeys. I think the property just needs, you know, a lot of timbered areas, needs some TSI work, and to get some more food in there to be able to hold more deer. And I think in the long run, you know, at the end of the, you know, couple years project, they should have a good return. Here we go, guys. Day 2. We're rolling out. It's 7:25. Cold. Can't believe how cold it is down here. But we're leaving the Airbnb now. Lock the door. Here's the view outside. A little chilly out today, but no snow, and it's not windy. Yesterday was probably 30 plus mile an hour winds. Heading out now. We gotta back into this carport to get out of here. Turn around because it's really small. There we go. So today we're gonna check out basically the north side of the property, a few other spots, and come up with a plan on that side. That side's extremely steep, so probably not going to be too much hunting going on over there. So we'll probably focus on some burns and maybe heavy select cuts and things, just to get more food on that side, and we'll go from there.